It was a chilly 50 degrees at all-night softball, and people found unique ways to keep warm, including warming their hands by these big hot lights. The setup for Intense is different this year than in years past. The stage is in the middle, which means sometimes his back is to the audience. The sound that you hear is Ethan playing the organ. For his organ concentration, he has to practice at least 10 hours a week. And what a better place to do that than here at the Collegedale Church.
Jana, it appears the tournament is actually off campus?
Yes, that's correct. All-night softball has been moved to the Summit Softball Complex off Appison Pike, and event organizers are receiving positive feedback about this change of location. Usually, all-night softball is played on campus. However, this year, teams competed at a new location. The SA-sponsored event moved to the Summit Softball Complex just a couple of miles from Southern. That's because the playing fields on campus are getting a makeover. Here at the Summit Complex, games can be played simultaneously on 8 fields. This gave players the false hope of wrapping up early.
I think it's really good. I know it gets done earlier now because we have more fields, but we have more chances to play, so I like it.
However, a total 36 teams kept all-night softball true to its name.
For those people that are wondering how late we're going to go, a lot of people were saying, 8 fields, we're going to get done early, it's not going to be all-night softball. Tell them to go look at the schedule because we got a lot of softball left to play tonight.
This is my first year playing, and I loved it so much. It was so much fun. I had a great team.
Spectators and fans stayed with the action until the wee hours of the morning. It was a chilly 50 degrees at all-night softball, and people found unique ways to keep warm, including warming their hands by these big hot lights. The championship games didn't finish until 6:30 a.m. The question remains whether all-night softball will return to the Summit next year.
I have no way to answer that right now. It depends on how awesome this night goes, and so far it's going pretty awesome.
For SAU News, I'm Jana Miles. Some people may think that being a music major is as easy as just playing an instrument. But Ethan McGrath, a music major concentrating in organ, theory, and literature, tells a different story.
I'm not necessarily saying it's the hardest thing that you can find to study, but a lot of people will come in thinking, I'm going to be a music major, and it's not going to be that hard because it's just music and whatever. But at least when they get into theory and things like that, it's kind of a totally new realm that people are not used to thinking in.
And that realm is right where Ethan feels at home. He has been playing piano since he was 9 years old. Once Ethan discovered that he loved piano, he couldn't get enough of it, sometimes practicing for hours on end, even all day long.
I always tried to play things that were too difficult or way beyond my level, and I'm thinking that may have even been somewhat helpful in learning how to sight read well and stuff, just because I was so interested that I immersed myself into trying to play Liszt and Rachmaninoff and whatever, even though it was way beyond my skill level at the time.
His skill level did rise, and then he began writing his own music at age 14. Ethan says he is inspired by a lot of things, including nature, literature, and poetry, and all kinds of art forms. But that's not all.
I really love quiet, and I think it's probably a big part of how I can get inspiration.
Despite his passion for all things musical, he can get tired of it.
I'm not somebody who likes to have music going all the time, at least audibly. It might be, I always seem to have it going internally anyways, and I end up having the various things running through my mind all the time, it seems like.
So with all that music in his head, how does he actually put it into a tangible piece?
I'll have a vision of sort of what I want to write, and then when I actually start writing, it may turn out to be totally different. I kind of have an unorthodox way, and it's not always the best way, because I tend to sit down at the piano and just play this, this and this, and I just play it kind of improvising, and then if something jumps out at me, then I think, I should try to make something out of that idea.
The sound that you hear is Ethan playing the organ. For his organ concentration, he has to practice at least 10 hours a week. And what a better place to do that than here at the Collegedale Church. So what does the future hold for Ethan? He has had one piece published already and plans to keep writing and submitting his pieces for publication. He also plans to further his education.
I may go on to graduate school. I probably will eventually. I do like teaching, and I may end up teaching because...
For now, Ethan will keep on playing and composing. For SAU News, I'm Jana Miles.